The advent of democracy in South Africa in 1994 created ample opportunity for the improvement of quality of our lives. Under apartheid, South African society was faced with racial segregation and extreme discrimination. Black South Africans were denied political, social, and economic participation, all characterized by geographical and racial inequalities. My name is Kanalma Bashman, and it's my pleasure to welcome you once again to Breaking New Ground, the show that informs you about the Department of Human Settlements housing delivery. Today we bring you the story of Cosmos City, the township development that has demonstrated what can be achieved through private and public partnership with strong community involvement. The idea was to relocate the communities onto land that would be earmarked on the basis of access to economic opportunities and public transport in a mixed income and mixed use development. A public and private sector partnership with community involvement and buy-in was seen as a way to facilitate a better balance between social responsibility and financial sustainability for the long-term success of the housing development. One of the key objectives at the time of planning the Cosmos City project was to bring together people of different income groups that would be living in the same area. The intention was to achieve this through the provision of different housing tenure and price types in the same area, linked through schools, creches, clinics, transport, parks, and public spaces. Cosmos City is one of the first major housing developments the government undertook to eradicate the poor spatial planning of the apartheid era and to create neighborhoods where rich and poor lived next to each other in harmony.
Dzina langa ndipfi azvifari Nyamande. Petu herine rava ri kudzula hone rova ri kudzula hafa Ntondera. Mune wa hi bulasi yoṱhe ya Cosmos City. Ra ri tshi dzula naye ri tshi shuma khaye. Rova ri tshi shuma u haḓa mahatsi. Wala mahatsi rova ri tshi haḓa hanefha bulasini yoṱhe hanefha hoṱhe ahuna mahatsi. Ri tshi haḓa hala mahatsi ri tshi vhea houḽa mukhu wa fa Ntondera. A tshi ḓa i tshi nga Ḽavhuṱanu u ḓa na goloi yawe na vhathu vawe ra ḓa ra ḽaisa hala mahatsi ra isa dzharaṱani yawe a dzula haningei. Nṋe ndo vha ndi khou dzula kha nnḓu ya kamara nthihi ya yo fhaṱwa nga zwidini. Vhaṅwe vho vha vho fhaṱelwa vho tou ḓiitela mikhukhu vha tshi khou dzula kha mikhukhu. Ra ri sina muḓagasi na maḓi a u sina, ra ri tshi tou ḓiselwa maḓi nga dzigoloi ra kaḽa maḓi hafhaḽa. Musi arali o fhela ra ri tshi tambula, ra ri tshi tou ṱoḓa hafho hune heyi phaiphi khulwane ya khou tshimbila hone ra ya ra ka maḓi hanefhaḽa ra bika. Ra ri tshi bika nga mulilo na muḓagasi ya vha u sina. Fa Ntondera uri a tshi ṱuwa a ri vhudza uri vheiwe vhathu vha nga vhe na ni khou nshuma ni songo ṱuwa na muthu na muthihi ni dzule hanefha. Havha vhathu vho rengaho heyi bulasi vha ḓo ri vha tshi ḓa vha ḓo ni dzhenisa dzinḓuni. Na ngoho zwa ita ngoralo ha vhathu vha ḓa vha shuma ha fhaṱiwa dzinnḓu ri tshi kha ḓi vha ro dzula hanefhaḽa. Musi ro dzula hanefhaḽa ha fhaṱiwa hafha fhethu nnḓu dza vhanzhi. Riṋe hafhaḽa ra ro dzula hone ho ḓo fhedza ho ḓa tshikolo. Musi hetshiḽa tshikolo tshi tshi vho pfhi tshi khou nyaga u fhaṱiwa ra pfulusiwa ra ḓa ra dzheniswa hafha dzinḓuni. Heyi Cosmos City tshi thoma u fhaṱiwa ho thomiwa ngo ita tshiṱaraṱa tsha nga hange vha vhona hafhaḽa hu na doctor ya ho thomiwa hanefhaḽa. Ndi hone he ha thoma u itiwa bada ri sa ḓivhi na zwa uri hezwiḽa zwithu zwi khou yafhi na riṋe ri tshi khou shuma khayo. Ro ḓo fhedza ro hiriwa ra ya ra shuma hanefhaḽa. Ra shuma na havhaḽa vhathu ri khou ḓi shuma hoṱhe vha khou shuma dziphaiphi dza storm water ro shuma, phaiphi dza maḓi ro shuma, phaiphi dza storage ro shuma. Ndi ḓivha yoṱhe Cosmos City ndo i shuma yoṱhe u swika na ṋamusi ndi kha ḓi vha ngomu ndi kha ḓi shuma. Ndo ḓi pfha ndo takala luṅwe uri thi ri tshi ḓa hafha ro wana ri khou dzula vho nḓuni dzavhuḓi hu si tsha fana na hafhaḽa ra vha ri hone kale. Ra pfha ro takala nga maanḓa ngori na maḓi ra ri tshi kona u wana hanefha nga ngomu nḓuni na mabunga hanefho nga ngomu nḓuni nahone. Ndi zwone zwe zwa vha zwi khou ri takadzesa ngori thomani u tshi ya bungani wa tea ḓakani hu si na hedzi nnḓu ṱhukhu. Hafha hune nda dzula hone ndi dzula na vhaḓuhulu vhanga vhavhili na kuḓuhulu ane kuthihi. Kuḓuhulu uku ko begwa hu ṅwedzi wo fhelaho. Ha ri khou pfha ndo farea zwavhuḓi badi, a thina na thaidzo. Zwa zwino ho no tou rali hu na hezwo zwithu ri khou pfha ro takala ngori vhana vha a kona u ṱuwa vha tamba phakhani, vhana vha a ṱuwa vha ya zwikoloni, mashophoni ri a kona u ṱuwa vho ra ya ra renga. U thomani ra ri tshi renga kule, ra ri tshi renga Rambeke. Zwino zwo no vha tsini no namela ri tsha namela, ri ṱuwa nga milenzhe ra vhuya ro fara zwine ra khou bva u renga ra ḓa ra zwi vhea nḓuni.
The development is one of the biggest in South Africa, and it is mixed-use, integrated housing development of approximately 12,300 units on a 1,105-hectare site in the northwest of Johannesburg. The project was conceived out of the need to accommodate the residents of the Zevenfontein and Riverbend informal settlements and is described as a joint venture between the City of Johannesburg and the Gauteng Provincial Department of Local Government and Housing. The project includes fully subsidized, credit-linked and bonded housing, as well as social rental housing, and incorporates institutional and social facilities. This development is situated 25 kilometers northwest of the Johannesburg CBD, directly adjacent to Malibongwe Drive, between Randburg and Lanseria Airport. Cosmo City is promoted as being the best located affordable housing in the northwest of Johannesburg, with relatively easy access to Randburg, Midrand, Roodepoort, Sandton, and the CBD.
Cosmo City came about because the city of Johannesburg had to relocate some informal settlements called Zevenfontein. It was a privately owned land. That's what is called Stain City today. There were people that were residing there, and the city had to find a place to accommodate these people. So Cosmo City was identified because the city owned parts of the land here, and they expropriated the rest to accommodate those people. We were awarded the development in 2001, but the challenge is that landowners around the area were opposed to this development. They actually took government to court. There were court cases until October 2004. That's when we won the last court case. In Cosmo City, we've got fully subsidized houses. We've got FLESBIO, Finance Link Individual Subsidy Program. And we've got bonded houses. We also have social houses where people are renting those who can't buy houses. Cosmo City was the first of its kind in the country. Most developments by then government will just do fully subsidized units. Here we've got integrated housing. We've got people that are subsidized by government, some are partially subsidized, and we've got houses that are bought from the market. Green developments like this, it makes it easier for government to accommodate quite a number of people in an integrated setup because people come from all walks of life and they attend schools, same schools here. In Cosmo City, we've got 12 school sites. Actually, we've got 10 schools now on the ground that are fully functional. We've got church sites, about 40 church sites. We've got 43 parks. In Cosmo City, we've got your retail spaces, and we've got an industrial park as well. We employed more than 30,000 people when we were busy developing Cosmo City. And after construction, we anticipated that there should be more than 22,000 job opportunities around in terms of your retails, your garages and schools, and people that are just working in Cosmo City. Without the partnership that we had with government, it was not going to be easy for us to deliver a project of this magnitude. But because of good working relationship, all the parties that were involved, your people from ESCOM and all the entities that we needed, they played their role successfully. That's why we had delivered Cosmos City successfully. The idea behind the industrial park was to make sure that where people live, they should live, work, stay and pray and go to school at the same place. So the industrial park created quite a number of opportunities for local communities. We are now doing what is called Cosmos City Extension, but it's a different project altogether. It's called Malibongwe Ridge. That's what we are busy with at the moment, extending Cosmos City. And now, because when we did Cosmos City, what we realized as time goes on is that we didn't densify properly, and we gave people bigger stands and people are doing all sorts of things. So the strategy at Malibongwe Ridge has changed. Now we are densifying, we'll be having 3-4-story walk-ups, fully subsidized houses, so that we maximize the housing opportunities for the people, because the demand is quite high. We've drawn quite a number of lessons from Cosmos City, and moving forward, doing other developments, we'll realize that in most of our developments, including Malibongwe Ridge, for instance, instead of having 4-way stops, we'll have traffic circles to calm down the traffic. Because what people do, they don't obey the rules of the road, they just drive. They don't stop at the 4-way stops, they just drive past, and they cause quite a number of accidents. And secondly, I think what is important, because if you see the state of Cosmos City today, it's not what we anticipated it to be, because quite a number of people have now extended illegally. They've got backyard rooms all over the place. What is happening is that is putting strain on the services. In terms of your electricity, you've got burning transformers time and again here, you've got blocked sewer, because the capacity was not meant for that. When we started Cosmos City, we thought that the population will be 70,000, but if you look around now, it has more than tripled the population of Cosmos City. So it's putting a lot of strain on the services. On our other projects moving forward, we have what is called urban management, which means we simply ring fence your rates and taxes for the development. The money must be spent in that specific development instead of taking the money somewhere else. So we encourage people to pay for their services, and we make sure that we'll have services like your traffic officers, your engineers. They'll be based in the development, not getting people working all over the place and using the resources that will be generated by the development.
Government has made significant achievements in the development of Cosmos City Township, creating housing opportunities for many South Africans of different income groups, including those with no income at all. Our Constitution asserts that each of us is born with inherent dignity, value, and worth, and this is our birthright. Socioeconomic freedoms have become a reality for majority of blacks and the working class who are now living here in Cosmos City. The government has made tremendous efforts to improve the quality of lives of our people through many initiatives. These include the provision of basic services, with more South Africans enjoying access to water, electricity, sanitation, education, and healthcare than ever before. All these are basic necessities that come with any housing development.
I flem kuya eskom ka idula mikuya eskom rimsha parafin laita di kerese kana we ka chuma en laita parafin kana kuna ino pasta kamaro tsana le ka makle makuntwana magotlo ene go se safe bala ke thabile a go le ke go itse madulo gore bana re ba safe jwa o phega bo change ka re ga ke rutse ka mogara roof ye pula e sana le go sokola ga mollo ke šomisa mohlagatse jwalo mme go na le mall di-complex di-shopo ke tše dintši setlogolo sa ka se tsena Cosmo City 1 secondary o ya go tsamaya ka maoto ga ya sekolong nna a ke re before ke kula be ke tsamaela ka maoto so no ka re ke a kula ke nama transport ke tša local go ya le go boa e mo gausi mo khone a di sokotse a ka ntwe ke kwa ke le monate ke le motlotlo so ile ke le ba modimo fela ga ke re nkaraba gore go etse ntlo go no le maseaka ka mogara gona ditlogo.
The main road in Cosmo City is constantly buzzing with the local taxis and cars hurrying to the new and trendy shops. A slit bridge to Cosmo Mall right on the community's doorstep not only serves as a safe shopping environment but also as an employment hub for the residents of Cosmo City.
Originally, I was involved in the construction of Cosmo Mall. The planning goes back to about 2006-2007. So this mall was in planning for about 6 or 7 years prior to starting construction. We started construction in about 2013 and opened towards the end of 2014. So the mall's about 6 years old at the moment. Well, we saw there was a need for a safe family shopping experience. That provided convenience to the local malls, also to have all shops under one roof, all the offerings from banks to groceries to clothing, pharmaceuticals, all under one roof, which is in close proximity to the local community. We do care a lot for the local community, and in doing so we actually provided a direct bridge across Malibongwe to provide a safe passage for the local community. That bridge has actually exceeded our expectations. It's become a landmark for the local community and for the area itself. We've also created a lot of jobs inside the mall, not only during the construction of the mall, but more importantly, long-term jobs where the local community have jobs within inside the shops. The local community makes up about 80% of the jobs held inside the mall. We've got some people that have been working here from the beginning that started off as cleaners and cashiers. And now they've progressed and they've worked hard and they've become managers of some of the shops and even the banks. Well, also what the mall does is it creates a meeting place for the local community. I often see people wanting to go and meet each other. Young couples will go and have a cup of coffee and meet at the McDonald's. In regards to charity, there is a lot of giving back, and Cosmo Mall likes to give back. With the help of our tenants, such as Roots Butchery, we put together food parcels in December. Which we give to the elderly and orphans. There was the Boston bursaries that have been given. Some of the other tenants also have given appliances to the local community. I think the appliances, at the last check, was about 200,000 rands worth of appliances which have been given to the local community. In December time, we also offer playgrounds for the kids during the Christmas festivities, and we bring in Santa Claus and all of the decorations so that the kids can come and play in a safe environment. Cosmo area is growing. It is growing, but our main focus at this stage is actually to improve on the mall. It's still a young centre, it's only 6 years old, so we need to continually better our offering to the local community. Like I said, we've got all services under one roof and we want to improve on that. The local community has always been involved in all of the construction. So when the mall was built around about 2013, 2014, there was heavy involvement from the local community. We recently built the McDonald's up near the corner there. That was also very involved with the local community and the local steering committee, which the community puts forwards, and that provides jobs not only for bricklayers, but then for plumbers, electricians, and everybody gets a chance to get involved in that. But as I said, the construction is a short-term goal, and creating jobs, that's a short-term goal. The main goal is to create jobs inside that mall and inside the McDonald's, for instance. And I find that is a lot more long-time serving. The mall as itself, you'll see some of the design elements into it. It's a very edgy design. We try and bring in color. We try and create a cheerful atmosphere inside the mall. So the community shopping experience is very important to us, that it is convenient and it's a safe place where families can come and enjoy a day.
As the first development of its kind and scale in South Africa, Cosmos City has become a point of reference for the kind of public housing envisioned under the government's Breaking New Ground program, in which the emphasis has evolved to assert the idea of subsidized homes as assets with the title deeds that provide sustainable urban settlements.
I was born in Eastern Cape and then I came to Joburg. I stay in Zenfontein, in Mikukwini, with 1-bedroom shack, with the family, with my mom, my 2 sisters, and my other cousin. So staying there was not easy. It was not easy because there were no electricity. We were using the flame paraffin. When it's a summertime, it's hot. During the rain season, also you will be worried because of the water might come inside to the house. Then in 2007, my mom, she qualified for an RTP house. Then we moved to Cosmos City. When we moved Cosmos City, I was studying that time. And in 2008, November, I was lucky I got a job. And because the RTP was a 2-bedroom house, and it's me, it's my mom, and I already had a daughter at that time, 2008. When Basil Reed and Human Settlement advertised this opportunity for the flip houses, I was happy because my salary that I was earning, I couldn't qualify to get an RTP houses, and I couldn't qualify to get 100% bond to buy the bond houses. So, and the government, they offer that these houses they're gonna subsidize. So I was happy to get a subsidy. It definitely changed my life because now we have electricity, we have lights, we have 2-bedroom house. You know, my daughter, she have her own bedroom, which I didn't have that opportunity. The time Mrs. and Fontaine, we were all staying in 1-room shack. We have electricity, running the services, we have toilet inside, we have water. Yes, right, it changed everything. Then we also have big yards, that way we can also plant vegetables. Cosmos City, it changed people's life. I would first say that. Because at Cosmos City, you stay, you live, and then there's a park around. Kids can go and play. There's a schools. Kids, you don't need to use transport or go far. There's schools. There's private schools also, and there's clinic around. Everything is nearby, and there's more, which it also creates work opportunity for the community.
The provision of housing has been one of the cardinal objectives for national government in South Africa since 1994, and this is what tops the agenda for the Department of Human Settlements. This is Breaking New Ground, and we thank you for tuning in once again. My name is Kanal Mabashman, and I'll see you next time.